Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Heru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it again. Here for you with episode number 33. Pay attention. Let me repeat that. Pay attention. Now, if you have been getting any value or very much value from these podcasts or from these shows, from these episodes that I have been presenting for many years now, people that know me, I've been doing this for a long time. Subscribe. Share it. Share it with somebody you love. Share it with somebody to get them thinking. Because this is the point of this particular podcast show or show in general, or thoughts thinking out loud. That's what I call it. Thoughts thinking out loud. Sharing them with those who's actually interested, who want to engage, who want to act, who want to pay attention to. This is what we're talking about here. Pay attention. Now, those of you who claim you love me, or your family, or you're tuning in, go share this with somebody else. Share this with some other loved ones you know. You know what I'm saying? Because the more the word gets out, the more the seed is set, the more the seed is plenished, the more the seed is buried, the more the seed is intertwined within the mind, within the soul, within the body, within the spirit. You feel what I'm saying? Because see, love overrides everything, right? The real love. Let me beg you. We ain't talking about sexual love, even though that's part of it too. That's just one level. You feel me? But we talking emotional love. We talking that really connects the two, the mind, the mastermind thinking. You feel me? Pay attention. Now, I work at a big establishment. And as many people, and we've been seeing this throughout our time on this plane, that people are not paying attention. They're not paying attention to their surroundings. They're not paying attention to their loved ones or the people, their relationships. You feel me? Come on. I know y'all feeling this. I know y'all hearing me. Because I'm starting to get more subscribers. I'm starting to get more feedback. Because look, we definitely need to start paying attention, being aware. We talked about these subjects, and it's kind of crazy because you got to really go back and rehash these particular subject matters, and that's amazing just in itself. You know what I'm saying? But like they say, you got to do things 10 million times, 10,000 times, 5,000 times till you get that 10,000. That's what it is, that 10,001. That's when you get the aha moment. You got to make it a habit. You got to make it part of your life. You feel me? You got to make it a part of your life. Like my aunt used to say, you know what I mean, loved one. This is what I'm talking to you about. You got to make it a part of you got to make it a part of your lifestyle. Kind of like working out. Kind of like being one with yourself. You feel me? When you're one with yourself, nobody can break you from that. You feel me? Are you with me? As the brother would say, are you with me? Huh? You got to know yourself before you know somebody else. Pay attention. Now, let's go into some definitions of what pay and as well as attention would mean. Because see, the key element of this podcast is really getting us all in one common understanding, on one common level. Not saying my level is the only level. There's many levels. Like there's many dimensions. There's many mindsets. There's many ideas, concepts. Now, we want to dwell into certain concepts because we want to get an understanding of relativity. Of understanding thyself, understanding them, understanding you, coming to a balanced ground. Therefore, we're understanding each other, understanding the common word for commonality and togetherness as we dwell in the houses of our own dwellings, per se. That brother talking some other English, huh? I'm talking that old English. What y'all know about that old English? So let's go into definition. And remind you, this definition is coming from, the source is coming from Google at its actually Bing at its finest. So I changed up on y'all a little bit. So I'm reading Bing. So they got the verb here and they got the noun. So I'm going to read what they have here. Pay, right? Give someone money that is due for work done, goods received, or debt incurred. He paid the locals to pick his coffee beans. Example. Reward, reimbursement, recompensate. Give payment to settle up with. Second one, suffer a loss or other misfortune as a consequence of an action. The destroyer responsible for those eccentricities, I'm killing the word, would have to pay with his life. Suffer the consequences, be punished, pay a penalty, atonement, make atonement, pay the price, get one's deserts, take one's medicine, get one's competence, give to or bestowed attention, respect, a compliment, or someone. No one paid them any attention, bestowed, present, grant, give, handout, extend, offer, pre-offer, render, afford. The noun, the money paid to someone for a regular job. Those working on a contract may receive higher rates of pay. Synonymous with salary, wages, wage, take-home pay, gross net pay, payment, and earnings. The definition we're going to be focusing on within this verbiage, we're going to be talking about suffer a loss or other misfortune as a consequence of an action. That's what we're going to pay attention to today. Pay. Now, let me shoot on over to attention. Now, we have many definitions for attention as well. Attention, behavior, cognizant, processes, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to specify in a particular focus of attention. So I'm going to read through it, let you get an understanding of what's going on. Notice, taking of someone or something, the regarding of someone or something as interesting or important. He drew attention to 3 spelling mistakes: awareness, notice, observation, consciousness, heed, recognition, regard, scrutiny, surveillance, attentiveness, curiosity, inquisitiveness. The mental faculty of considering or taking notice of someone or something. He turned his attention to the educational system. Synonymous, watching, monitoring, scrutiny, examination, inspection, scrutinization, viewing, surveys, surveillance, surveying, consideration, study, reward. 2. The action of dealing with or taking special care of someone or something. The business needed her attention. Synonymous, observation, attentiveness, intentiveness, notice, concentration, heed, or more. A person's interest in someone, especially when unwelcome or regarded as excessive. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, let's pay attention to what's really going on with us, with our culture, with our society, with our community, with our neighbors, with our relationships, therefore your significant others, and those who are around you daily. Pay attention. We see the signs 24/7, 7 days of week, as the brother would say in Star Trek. You feel me? Not a big Trekkie, but did watch a few Star Treks in my time. Interesting enough, paying attention. That you start noticing certain insequent. I don't even want to go there. I can't even. Well, forgive me. No such word as I can't. I can, as the brother say. I can stand up. I can do whatever I want to do As long as it's not hurting anybody, stealing from nobody, killing nobody, respecting the other person's abilities and understanding them, therefore I can make it happen. So look, synchronicities, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Synchronicities. Now, a couple episodes, actually a couple videos I did a few months ago within the Instagram platform, I was talking about the riots. I was talking about it's going to be some type of riot. I didn't specifically say that it was going to be some kind of killing and yada, yada, yada. The interesting element is you cannot hold people, and it shows, and it's been showing throughout history, you can't hold people. People are going to rebel, period, point blank. I mean, you got the slavery, you got all the examples we have seen throughout history. I don't need to rehash that. Y'all know what's up. If those of you who've been paying enough attention to my podcasts and to my shows and over the years what I've been talking about, you see it in the making. Not saying I'm predicting and I'm the chosen one and I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm Jesus. Yes, I am. I'm the black Jesus that you're looking for. Breaking open the clouds right down for you. Breaking open the clouds of awareness. That's what the clouds they talking about. Breaking open awareness. Thou shalt see. You feel me? Thou shalt see. Now thou shalt see. But those who shall see is those who's opening their eyes. Not those who's keeping their eyes shut. Therefore, they want to ignore the drama, right? We want to ignore the drama without doing anything. Slash politicians, slash your police officers. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing's going to be done slash the responsibility of all the communities in the black community. Not even the black. Well, yeah, we got to take responsibility first and foremost before somebody else going to take responsibility. Uh-oh. Now we hashing up. It's kind of sad when you have to have someone get killed. Black, white, green, yellow, purple, whatever, regardless. Then you want to trip about your rights and this and that and all this other stuff. Why we wasn't doing this when the COVID shit popped off? Period, point blank. And yeah, you can edit this out if you like. But we keep it straight up here. I'm tired of even talking about the situations. I'm just tired of talking about the situation. It's pretty sad. Like I said, nobody's taking responsibility. We go out here, we act a fool. Let me back up. Pay attention. Check it out. How is anybody going to respect anybody if you up here twerking, looking like a fool, and then you demanding respect? That's like brothers out here wearing their pants halfway down to their knees and talking about, you got to respect me. Who's going to respect that? Who's going to respect a little boy, a little kid, literally with your pants hanging down to your knees? Now, that's not even appropriate. That's not even respecting yourself. How you think you're going to demand respect? And that's just one example. You know, you got your females out here, the young females twerking and doing everything in the book, basically selling sex, period, point blank. I'm not saying that's the only in the black community. No, this is worldwide. At the same time, you talking about respect. Oh, I want respect, period, point blank. That's not common, folks. That's not, pay attention. Pay attention. Like I said, pay attention. You see the signs right there. The signs are in front of your face 24/7, 7 days of the week. What they say, plain sight. It's in your plain sight, period. It's right there. But this is the key thing. They're keeping you deaf, dumb, blind, literally daily with that news media crap. You're watching the NBC, all of them are biased. All of them are a joke. It's just people, can you just finally, look, 4 to 5 companies own all the media outlets. And then you think about it. They give you all the same news. Literally. Some of them might have not extreme the information as much as the next one, but guaranteed they're all in the same pool. You feel me? They're all in the same. Folks, pay attention. It's not a coincidence that you got Michael Jordan and all these big billionaires. They don't become billionaires because they're, great stars and they got great talent. These are pools. You gotta look. You gotta be success. Look, you gotta sign your life away, pretty much. This is what's been going on, especially when all the media is behind you. That's why you got a lot of these independent guys, women, that's actually on the YouTube channels that got big channels and this and that, but you haven't heard of them. Right? It kind of reminds me of Robert Kiyosaki. A lot of people know of Robert Kiyosaki. They know of his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? But the media, the mass media is not going to promote Robert Kiyosaki because he's pushing, teach financial literacy. Give people an understanding how to use money. And when we start learning how to use money, then we understand how to approach life in general. We got to realize, money is part of this fabric. Money is like breathing. Money is like water. Literally, it's a tool. It's a tool that dictates our status. It dictates, how you get down, how people see you. You feel me? It's just part of the game. It's no way to get beyond that. You definitely have to understand money. That's why you have to pay attention. Pay attention, please. Look, we can sit here. The government can tell you all this. They tell you the truth. That's one thing I gotta say. They tell you the truth, but they fabricate the truth. They put all this extra shit in there. That's the point of you doing your due diligence, doing your research, getting your game on. That's why you gotta keep studying. You gotta keep learning. Pay attention. You feel me? Pay attention. The action of dealing with or taking special care of someone or something. The mental faculty of considering or taking notice of someone or something. Think about it. Pay attention. We have all these factors that's actually coming against you. Ooh, me. Ooh, we. Right? Everybody wants your time. Oh, my goodness. That brother hitting it off right there. Everybody wants your time. And the funny thing is, it's interesting because everybody don't want you to win. You feel me? Everybody is not equal, as they say. All men are equal. They was lying on that particular part in the Constitution when they told you that. Everybody wasn't equal. They knew that. They were equal among their peers. But overall, no. Because see, this is the thing too. People got to understand what the Constitution really stands for. The Constitution stood for them 33 men that signed that Constitution. Not everybody else that was predicted. Maybe it covered their family trust. But overall, they didn't have no interest in you, me, them, they in the future. Period. They had certain things that was in the future, but see, that's the interesting thing. Look how many amendments they added to the Constitution since the development or the creation of the Constitution in itself. Come on, people, y'all. Let's ask the question. See, that's the thing. Let's start asking the question and paying attention to details. Because, see, details can mess you up, too. That's why it's kind of interesting, too. A lot of brothers say the language. Yeah, it is about the language. It is about understanding. But we do have some commonalities of certain things that we can identify. You feel me? Well, we can identify, not just shooting stuff out there and think somebody going to recognize it or understand it. No, that's the whole point of getting a definition, understanding where we're coming from, getting on a common ground before we move forward. It's kind of like my training. When I'm working with somebody, I want to get them on the same level or understanding of what a push-up is. What are we looking for in this push-up? What are the details? Where's the hand placement? You know what I'm saying? Where's the back placement or the hip placement? See what I'm saying? All these elements are important to benefit you, to create a success. See what I'm saying? Even with training, they get you in these jobs and they just throw you in there. Then they expect you to learn this stuff by yourself. Because most people are not trying to teach you to be successful. That's the key thing of an entrepreneur too as well. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of learning a skill and being able to duplicate the skill or share the skill with somebody else or a new employee or associate that comes along and you paying them the salary for doing a particular job. But you want to teach them where they are successful. Not screwing up every 5 minutes, not knowing what's going on, just expecting that they know certain things. You know, I'm a type of person, I like to do it, okay, and learn as I go. But then at the same time, I'm quick to ask, oh, what do I need to do? What is your expectations? You feel what I'm saying? That's what we need to start asking ourselves. What is my expectation? You feel what I'm saying? And if it ain't on a level yet, because they saying like qualified questions, we got to start asking more qualified, understanding, to the point questions and better questions. You feel what I'm saying? That's the whole point of starting, getting in the mix and keep learning, continually learning, you know, what cash flow and insurance is about. What whole life insurance is really about. Not term insurance, but permanent insurance. How you can definitely take out. See, and that's the thing what we've been taught. We've been listening to all these financial planners, bankers, and all these people that don't have the understanding of what's really going on. Because see, we're not doing our own due diligence. We're not doing our homework. What? Pay attention. Huh? That brother said, pay attention. Notice taking of someone or something that regarding of someone or something as interesting or important. Look, you can always subscribe. You can send this episode to your next man, next woman, somebody you love. That's all I'm asking. Just send it to one person. Every episode, send it to a new person every time you hear this brother. Yeah, this brother, the modern monk. That brother dropping science on y'all. Y'all don't even know it. You feel me? Dropping science on y'all and y'all don't even know it. Literally. I've been doing this for so long and not bragging or anything. But the funny thing about it is like, I love doing this. I enjoy doing this. Even if I don't even have no subscribers, I do it anyway. You feel me? This is building a legacy. This is building upon the building blocks of leaving a true legacy, a family legacy, where I'm well known like the Rockefellers. You know what I'm saying? Like truly. You know, these are the things, and not even, you know, people that have established a legacy. And we talking, yeah, and it may be funds, but then at the same time, it may be steel mill. What's his name? Andrew Carnegie. This dude been dead for so long. I think he got one heir still living from his lineage. You know, his daughter's son or something still living, or granddaughter or something like that. Great. That's a great shit. But this is an understanding we got to take in heed. Pay attention. We get people just going around like, it's funny because if you notice ants, you ever watch ants, how they just get down? They be just really taking over, just journeying all everywhere. They don't really have no leader, right? Ants just go anywhere. Just, let me go live here. Let me go check out this. Let me go check out that. Kind of like the show Ants. And then one of them got to understand that, oh, look, who's this general? What's going on with this guy? Hey, look what we can do. Look at what power we can do when we come together. Oh, pay attention. But we rather go out there, even though we know maybe some Caucasian brothers and sisters was out there blowing up some shit. We know black folks don't be getting down like that. Period, point blank. That's historically known. I mean, we know the Tesla. Look, I'm taking y'all back. Oklahoma, Tucson. I'm killing the word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go in history. Go look at the history. 1940s, right? When they just went in there and destroyed the whole neighborhood, and come to find out it was all because of the Black Wall Street. That's it right there. Go check out the Black Wall Street. Go look that up. Go see that history. And everything is repeating itself. That's the funny thing. Everything repeating itself. But see, it don't have to repeat itself when you learn the lesson. Oh my goodness. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to thou what saith. Pay attention. My brothers, my sisters. Look, we all brothers and sisters, regardless of what skin color, creed, whatever color claiming you are, whatever. Look, we still bleed the same blood. We still respond the same ways. You feel me? But we don't have to act foolish. We don't have to act out of character. The more you act out of the more you act out of character, they got you. You feel me? They got kind of like the female when you're in a relationship and your girl just get all up under your skin and you just happen to go off. Hey, I do it too. You feel me? I'm not perfect. You get upset about some things. Who don't? You feel me? But when you control it, when you take advantage of the opportunity and just be quiet, calm, don't even engage in the situation. You know, don't take me wrong. You take care of the situation, but at the same time, you do it more calm. Kind of like the Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor come to mind when he does that little skit, and he's arguing with his wife, and his wife talking about leaving him. So he flipping out. So then he flipped to psychology, right? He flipped to psychology. So the brother was like, let me help you pack your bags. I got you. You need some money, baby? Do you need some money? I got you. So then he get the money and everything together, and she get packed up, and then then he goes off and was like, you're not going nowhere. Let me see if I can find it. I want to let y'all hear this. This is actually a classic. Give me a few seconds. Let me find it. A few minutes. Maybe a few minutes. Let me see if I can find it. Because this is a classic. This is literally a classic. Richard Pryor classic. Now, if you don't know Richard Pryor, you need to go do your homework. If you haven't laughed in the last 4 months, last 3 weeks, matter of fact, 1 week, 2 days. If you haven't laughed in the last 2 days, something's wrong. Something's wrong. So you definitely got to have some sense of humor in your life, period. Because all this stuff that's going on, you definitely better be paying attention. Richard Pryor. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this one. Okay. I don't know how long it is, though. When your woman leaves you. Let me see. It's 4 minutes, so bear with me, please. I want y'all to listen to this. This is so funny.
Woman get ready to leave, you have an argument about the pussy, right? Oh, baby, please don't leave. Take the TV, but leave the pussy, please. Me and my lady boy, I don't mind women leaving me though, see? But they tell you why. Yeah, fuck that, just leave. Right, because there ain't shit you can say when they talking to you. Right, you know it's true. All you can do is stand there and look silly, right? You be like, and shit gets too thick, right? Niggas got a great answer. Well, fuck it then. Take your shit and get out. Yeah, motherfucker, pack this shit. You pack this shit. Pack this motherfucking shit. Fucking with me, goddamn. I don't give a fuck if you put it under your drawers. I don't give a fuck what. Shit, I'm gonna find me some new pussy. Women come back at your ass, all right? You had 2 more inches of dick, you find some new pussy here. Nah, you just trying to fuck with me, see? No, you don't want me to jump on your ass so you have something to say when you leave. I ain't going for the shit. I know the dick was good to you. If it wasn't good, why was you hollering? I was was hollering to keep from laughing in your face.
Forgive the verbiage, but but we keep it real here. It's kind of interesting too that we don't. I mean, and I know people tune into this. Don't take me wrong, but it's an understanding. I think we have forgot to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about comedians too, because they actually make you pay attention to certain topics that we don't really pay attention to. And that's the whole point of this skit he did, this skit. And it goes deeper. I didn't let it play the full play, but my point is pay attention to what's going on surround you. Forgive the verbiage if that was too visual for you. Sorry. But we're grown-ups here, I hope. I hope we can act mature enough to chime in on some things. Because look, all the stuff that's been presented to us it's been, well, they're censoring everything, right? They're watching everything. They're doing this, they're doing that. The thing I'm saying is like, why are we not asking the questions that are obvious? That's what I mean about paying attention. Ask the questions that are obvious, but ask the question, do your homework. That's the thing. Do your homework. If you planning on buying a home, you're not just going to go buy a home. You're going to do a little homework. You're going to look into, okay, what area do I want to live in? You know what I'm saying? You know, what are especially if you got family, you know, especially children or whatnot, what are the schools around this area? How's the neighborhood? Is it a crime ridden neighborhood? You know, because the houses are cheaper there, whatever. So do your due diligence. That's the whole point about paying attention. We're seeing these people getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Seeing these people getting killed. But then this is the thing I haven't seen. Nobody is addressing any of these questions. Nobody's asking what the fuck going on with these cops. Listen, what is going on in their lifestyle right now? What are they dealing with? What are they dealing with? Why are they responding like they're doing? You see what I'm saying? And it's not just white cops. These are black cops too. That's the funny thing. Black cops, all the cops, black, white, green, yellow. It's all across the board. So it's obviously something happening in their life. Literally. I bet you, I will put money on it that cop who killed this last brother Floyd or whoever the brother's name is, because I haven't even been paying no attention to the situation. But I guarantee you, if you looked at the history of that cop, I guarantee you he's been going through some crazy shit right now. Literally prior to that death. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no way people are going to feel, emotionally driven. This dude was emotionally driven. Whatever he did, putting that knee in that brother, but he wasn't thinking the brother was down there. He probably seeing something else, right? Emotionally. Whatever that picture was in his head, he's seeing something else. Something aggressor. Somebody, a killer. He's a killer. I'm got to keep this dude down. I don't care if he's hollering, I can't breathe. Think about it, people. This is what's going on around our country. And you can't tell me right now, this ain't even no debate. This is a point where, look, you got people that's psychologically fucked up, period, point blank. People are on drugs, and I'm talking like hard shit, people, hard shit, not no aspirin. Not no Tylenol. This stuff, we talk about stuff that you can't even pronounce. I remember up there in Alaska, they gave my mom some kind of medicine. She couldn't even pronounce the medicine. And this was an experiment. Oh my goodness. Experimental medicine. See, and that's the messed up thing about the situation. We don't know what kind of meds this so-called officer was on. Think about it, people. These are the questions people are not asking, but then we going gun-ho. Oh, fuck the police. You know what this remind me of? Literally, all the other ones wasn't really nothing, but this kind of remind me of the Rodney King situation. You feel what I'm saying? The Rodney King situation. Check it out. Think about the makeup of the situation. 1992. Now, we know some of y'all who was born, whatever, who wasn't born, but those who know what I'm talking about, the Rodney King issue when they was flipping out all over the country, even when we take it back to, Malcolm X, to Martin Luther King, and all these other political prisoners who've been killed or destroyed or whatever you want to look at. The key thing, this kind of remind me of, because with the emergency understanding of where the state of mind of where our people are, is pretty fucked up. And then you think about it, all this retrograde and all that other stuff, even though I don't really get in all that stuff no more, but it's understanding that's what's going on. But I think all the retrograde and all that other stuff, the new moon and all the whatever, the eclipse and all this stuff, look, all this stuff is structured. All of it's timed. That's just my understanding. What I've been noticing about certain things is not a coincidence, folks. It's not a coincidence. Everything is planned. Literally, everything is planned. You have a plan in your life, like I talked about on the last, a purpose. You do have a purpose, literally. But look, some of us can't see the purpose. Some of us can't see the result. You feel me? Because the purpose is a continuum. That's another thing. It's a continuum. Oh, pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. That brother dropped a jewel on you. Brought you back to Richard Pryor. Huh? Brought you back to Rodney King. Gandhi. Many other people that had some controversial issues. We didn't even respond after the 9/11. We thinking these Obama and all, Saddam bin Laden and all these guys was doing. They didn't have nothing to do with that stuff. That was your government. That was your lovely government that you go vote for every 4 years. Or less than that, every year pretty much. Or every 2 years. Every year in November. How ironic is that? Whew, man. Go look at that. And you know what all this have to do with? Most of all this stuff has have to do with, and I'm taking you back, Nas, brother Nas, this is for you. Taxes. Ooh, wee. That brother saying something else, saying something that ain't even in the curriculum. That brother making up words. Taxes. That's what it all got to do with. Taxes. Who's paying what? Now they know, this government know that their system is broke. Period, point blank. They know the system been broke. Actually, the system been broke prior to 1860. Soon as that Civil War had ended or began, that's when the rope has been broke. It was tore up. It was tore up. That's why they had to get rid of Mr. Lincoln. Because Lincoln was about to revive the country. Lincoln was about to put some real money back in order. Real. See, that's the thing people don't talk about. You don't even hear about that in the books that is written about these gentlemen. But as you learn history, as you start putting elements together, taxes. Why is taxes so predominant? Why they got that dominating everybody's life? After you're dead, you still paying taxes. What kind of, that was a cold game right there. They knew what was up. Them English brothers, they knew what was up. And George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, them so-called forefathers, them brothers knew what the fuck was going on. You see what I'm saying? They knew what was going on. That's why they was like, we want independence. We want independence. We want freedom. We want freedom. And that freedom was dedicated to their heirs for that particular time limit, right? So you figure they lived, they was already pretty old. All them guys was pretty old. But a lot of them was assassinated. They don't tell you that, huh? They don't talk about that. Go look up all them particular people who signed that independence. The Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. Go see how they lived their life. Believe it or not, a lot of them was dead to the wayside. You didn't even hear about them. A lot of their legacies is dead. Bye-bye. Gone. See ya. Later. But they don't talk about that. Because the winners write the history. Uh-oh. Pay attention. Pay attention. That brother dropping jewels on you like what? And don't take me wrong, I'm not the chosen one. I'm the chosen one within me. I know I'm the chosen one. You feel me? You're the chosen one. You have the ability to do it, but you have to pay attention. And maybe paying attention is the verbiage that you may need. Therefore, send it over to the next man or woman. You feel me? Because it's all love. That's all it is. It's all love defined. All love defined, right? Because that's what we got to do. We got to start defining. What define violence, right? Why are we going out violently, right? Why are we going out protesting? Who gave you that right? Look, protesting. Is that the only way to go about something? You know, a peaceful march. Why not unite our dollar bills? You feel me? Why not unite our dollar bills? Stop utilizing your funds or the money that you get paid, your earned income, and use it for better good. It's kind of like I want to take my funds. I rather pay my sister or my brother next door neighbor for their food in their garden. I'd rather give you the money so you can actually duplicate what you need to do. Get your farm on point, if it's a farm, or your garden on point, where we can produce more. We can help more. We can build the community. That's what time it is. Let's get off these systems. Pay attention. Because that's what time it is. We have to start paying attention. We got to stop paying attention to their television. Like the brothers say, televise. Right? They're taking your attention away from everything. They're taking your vision. Literally, they're taking your vision from the vision you was meant to have. A greater vision. A greater than that television. You feel what I'm saying? That's why, think about it. Tesla could have invented that. Tesla could have invented the television. Tesla could have invented the radio and all that stuff. But his vision was on creativity. Visualize in your mind, imagination. That same philosophy that Mr. Einstein was talking about. Use your imagination. Your imagination is more greater. Ooh, that brother I have to stand up on y'all on this one. Your imagination is more greater than anything and anyone. That's why Think and Grow Rich talk about it. Go pick that book up. Think and Grow Rich. But see, you got to think and act rich. Utilizing the richness within you. Oh my goodness. That boy, goodness gracious. They be saying, this brother preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm just talking my mind. Talking what's on my mind. On my mind. That's all we doing. And sharing the visualization. Sharing the thoughts and the wisdom that I have encountered over the years. Look, I'm a type of brother. My goal is to touch millions of people's life, influence millions of people's life. That's one of my goals, literally. That's what I write down every morning. When I wake up, I write my goals down, and I'm writing down, I want to influence millions of people daily. Millions of people daily. I want to help people. I want to help people restore their health and their fitness and their mental capacity and their finances as well. Literally. Not everybody, because everybody's not part of the game, right? Everybody's not equal. So let's get that out the way. Let's get on the same playing ground, even though we're on, some of us on some higher playing grounds. You feel me? Y'all remember that old game we used to play? King of the Hill? Oh my goodness, that brother taking it back. King of the Hill. Huh? King of the Hill. Let's get an understanding. Maybe I might be that voice that young man or that young woman may need to hear. You feel what I'm saying? It might not be Tony Robbins. It might not be Les Brown. It may be Heru, the modern monk. You feel me? Ain't no ego here. I don't got time for no ego. And I'm not saying I'm your leader and I'm doing this. I don't want to be your leader. I want you to lead yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You might get some advice from a brother. Might get some wisdom, and I might get some wisdom from you. That's how we work. You feel me? But everything is not equal playing field. That's another thing. Just think about that. Everything's not an equal playing field. Leaders create other great leaders. Ooh, boy. Y'all heard that a few episodes back. Great leaders create other great leaders, not great followers. Great leaders don't create great followers. You feel what I'm saying? They create other great leaders within themselves. The mental, physical, spiritual, financial. You feel me? It's all love. Like I say, pay attention. Pay attention to you. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your feelings. Literally, pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention how you respond to certain people. You know, I'm pretty straight up with pretty much everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fake phony brother. You ain't gonna see me putting on a facade because this dude up in here and he's this such and such. I don't care who he is. I really don't care who he is. Yeah, maybe he can fire me. Okay, so be it. If that's the case, let it be done. Like the brothers say, let it be written, let it be done. Y'all remember that old 10 Commandments? Huh? Let it be written, let it be done. It's the same situation. You know, I don't got time to be faking no phony. And everybody who knows me know I'm not like that. I don't got time to be playing no games. I'm a grown-ass man, like you a grown-ass woman. Literally. Act accordingly. Pay attention. Get your body right. Get your mind right. You feel what I'm saying? Get your money right. That's what we got to do. Pay attention. This is what we have to do. This COVID issue, and I keep talking about this COVID issue, but it's actually been a blessing. Let me flip that because it ain't no blessing. It's actually been an overwhelming opportunity to take advantage of, and it's really been catapulting my whole career, my whole life. Literally. It's been taking me to another level. Literally. I'm on a whole nother level. Financially, mentally, spiritually, all that. Literally. Speaking it, talking it, living it, being it. You know, this is what time it is. Pay attention. You have this ability too. No one's stopping you but you. Come on, folks. Talk to me. I know you're listening to me right now. Right now. Right now. It's your time. That's the key thing. It's your time right now. This brother ain't speaking to you just on a computer. I've been speaking to you for many years now. And those of you who know me, many years now. We've been speaking about this many years. This is the time right now. Hands down. This is the time. The whole culture is changing. The whole mentality is changing. And it's going to be those who's with it and those who fall apart. That's where that strongest, what they say? Only the strong survive. Tupac hit you on that too. Darwin hit you on that long time ago. That's what he was talking about, Darwin. He was talking about the strongest survive. Those who adapt. Oh my goodness. Go check out some Darwinism. Go check it out. Those who adapt to the new culture, to the new beams. I'm not saying where you got to go get some vaccines and all this other crazy shit they got going on out here. You know, apply to Bill Gates. Even though Bill Gates, he got some fucked up ways, but then at the same time, he got some genius ways too. That's what I'm saying. Take what you can, leave what you don't. Because a lot of the stuff like I said, Elon Musk, he's a loony too. But I mean, there's some things he got going on good, and then there's some things you got to question. And that's the problem with our culture. We tend to worship these people instead of really thinking about and putting things logically. You feel what I'm saying? Warren Buffett's knowledge is good, but Warren Buffett's methods are not going to be as available in today's society. We're not changing with the culture. It's kind of like Muhammad, right? Muhammad of 1400 years ago, they was on camels and shit. Why would I be on a camel today? Think about it. All the knowledge and everything, we got to update the process. Yeah, there it is. We got to update the process. There's many ways to get in there, but it's certain ways you got to abide by. It's just like using a smartphone now. You feel me? I'm not going to no old school telephone where I gotta twist the thing. Yeah, y'all remember the old school 80s, 90s? Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, them phones don't even work in today's how fast the phones ring so fast now. You can't even catch up with the... Pay attention. Literally, pay attention. That's all we asking. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of where you at. I'm not saying you got to be paranoid, because you not have to be paranoid if you understand who you are. You feel me? Oh my goodness. Understand who you are and putting yourself in good environments, right? Looking up. You don't look down, you look up. You feel me? Oh my goodness. High. What they say? I raise my hands up high. Come on. You do that in your church. But then you can't keep your head up because you're looking down. You're down to yourself. You're looking down at yourself instead of looking up. Go and get this. Come on up here. That's what they ask you. Come on up here. What you think that cannabis do? It gets you high. Huh? Enlighten the mind. That's what it do. It opens up the pineal gland. Oh my goodness, that brother up here dropping that signs on him. Oh, CBD don't do nothing for me, this and that. CBD is doing something for you. The point is, it's helping you in the long term, right? It's helping you in the short term, easing that pain. Oh my goodness. If you got the right CBD, if you got the right THC, you feel me? Because ain't nothing wrong with THC. The problem is that you got people who's messing around with these pharmaceuticals, right? And then they're trying to utilize the CBD and the THC, and it's not working. Them chemicals just don't work together. Some of them do, some of them don't. A lot of them don't, because we don't know what they're putting in these new pharmaceuticals, right? Like my brother used to say back in the day, pharmaceuticals. You know, we don't know what they're putting in these pharmaceuticals. Therefore, you get these responses where you got this ADD and all these D's and D's and this and that. And brothers keep claiming that they got this and got that. Oh, I got deficit and all these other. Brother, if you calm your mind down, if you start meditating, if you start eating right or putting the right foods in your body, drinking more water. That's another thing I want to throw out there to people. Drink more water. Try to get 2 gallons in a day. Literally a day. Yeah, you're going to be peeing like crazy. They're going to be wondering what's going on with you at the job or whatever you're doing. This brothers and sisters always at the at the toilet, restroom. But the point is, you want to clean your body. That's the whole point of flushing it out. Pay attention. Pay attention. Right now, I'm working on gaining like 15 to 20 pounds in the next 3 weeks. Well, less than that now. Less than 3 weeks. I'm already getting chiseled right now, looking aesthetic, working on some things, but I'm paying attention to my body. I'm paying attention to my surroundings. I'm paying attention to what is important, my priority. Yeah, I don't have no children and all that other extra stuff that people are dealing with. I chose not to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's my decision. That's another thing I don't get, how people don't distinguish certain things. You know, if you wanted to start a family and have your family and do this and do that, that was your choice. You feel what I'm saying? That's your choice. Pay attention. But the key thing, you're still responsible. Oh my goodness. You're still accountable. And that's what it looked like. That's what it don't look like out here with all these people protesting and doing all this other crazy shit. You know, we'll trip about this, and then after this settle down, what, we gonna still go back to the mask and all this other dumb shit we've been doing recently? Oh my goodness. Oh, but it's saving our people, and we want people to be safe. People, you know what you're doing? We keeping all our germs in with us, and then we gonna wonder why we getting sick because we haven't interacted with nobody else. Oh, like they say, this COVID ain't killing nobody. The only thing killing people is the mental, the fucking psychological disruption, distractions we've been dealing with. That's all that's killing the people. Period. Point blank. People are tired, folks. You hear me? People are tired. That's what's going on. We're tired. We're the hardest working people in the world. You know, North Americans are the hardest working people in the world, and we see it. We the richest. We claim we the richest, but we the poorest. You see all these motherfuckers at the food bank. Period. Point blank. Lines crazy. Period. Hands down. Oh, it might happen to you. Okay, yeah. If it happened to me, it happens to me. You feel me? This is another thing. We gotta start feeling sorry for people. Look, we make choices in life. Literally, we make choices in life. Some people fuck up and don't get what they want. You know what I'm saying? Give up on life. How do you even evaluate that? You feel me? It's a lot of people I know in Alaska who's no longer around or they in prison. You feel me? And I grew up with them, and these brothers and sisters was great athletes, you know, at one time, you know, intelligent. And what we do, waste our life away, selling drugs, do this, do that. That's their choice. See, that's the thing. That's what I don't understand about people really, why they don't pay attention to your choices. Because, see, everything you do is going to affect you in your future, or when you're down, or your present, however you want to look at it. Pay attention. Pay attention. You have the power. He-Man said it the best. That's why they cut that cartoon off. They was like, no, this is empowering young men and women. You feel me? He-Man. You have the power. Come on. All them great cartoons back in the 80s, them was some powerful cartoons. They knew what they was doing. Oh, man, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear. But y'all need to pay attention. We need to pay attention more. We need to start being aware of our surroundings. We need to turn that television off, and we need to turn that radio off. Like that, my brother's Dead Prayers was saying, turn the radio off. Turn that radio off. Turn that shit off. Turn that TV off. That shit ain't doing nothing for you. Go to YouTube, get your news. If you want to go there, you don't even, look, the funny thing, I don't even watch TV, local, nothing, right? But I get all my news from everybody else. Not saying it's valid news. But the feeds I get of reputable people that I respect on YouTube or on, well, I wouldn't say Facebook, because Facebook putting up anything and everything. Instagram like that too. I noticed they're getting like Facebook, where it's just garbage. Everybody posting up this fake ass, you know, fake bodies, fake selfies, whatever you want to call them, just fake. You know what I'm saying? I love what Ralph said the other day. It was like, just so phony. It's just so phony till you really get to know the people or get to know. And it's like, wow, you fake. It's all a facade. That's what's really this internet has done. Just brought out the fakeness, more fakeness, you know, exposing the spook behind the door, as they would say. Go check that movie out. 1970s classic. Uh-oh, that brother just throwing stuff out there. The spook behind the door. And like I said, you can go back into this recording and re-listen to it and get all the resources. But I'll put some of the stuff in the description, because I'm coming down to the nitty-gritty. Like I said, if you getting value from these episodes, from these podcast shows, please give me some of your feedback. Share with others. Let people know. Look, because we genuine here. This is what we want to do. This is how we getting down. And I'm going to be giving y'all, you know, plenty of insight. We don't just talk fitness. We talk health. We talk about social issues. We break down some of these issues that personally going through too. A lot of taboo subjects. But on that note, peace, love, and happiness to y'all. Stay up, stay peaceful. Hotep.